Yeah, I'm on my way to look at 168 acres in northeast Louisiana. I've been putting it off for about a week and a half because it's going to be about half of it down in a big creek bottom. So if we can even get to the track, I don't even know if we can get around on the track. So we'll see. Maybe some of that water's falling off. We've had so much rain that I know how wet it's going to be. I know how much water is going to be backed up in that creek bottom. So I've been putting it off. But today's the day. We got no rain. It hasn't rained for 3 or 4 days. I think 3 days. It's a record around here, it seems like. So it's time to go get it looked at. So I'm saying it the first time. You'll see it with me, and we'll see what we run into. There should be some pine plantation on the high ground, and then of course we get down in that big creek bottom, and it's going to be pretty woolly. So we'll see. Let's go. Well, this looks like as far as I'm driving in the truck today. Unload the four-wheeler and go the last half a mile on it to get to the property. Well, I'm sitting on the property line now, so this little trail is able to come right to the west boundary line from where I parked the truck. So we're looking at it now. Let's go see what we see. Well, so far on this high ground, the pine is looks good. I mean, it's 20 plus years old, and it's several little pieces of it scattered through here. But again, I'm on the high ground. The creek's to the north of me there, and I hadn't gotten down in that creek bottom yet. That'll be a little different, and I got to find my way, figure out how to get down in there. So I run across this survey post on where I think a line ought to be. Of course, there's some paint too, but when I run into that survey post, it's kind of like running into an old friend out in the middle of BFE here, because I know whose survey post that is, and so I know that this line is dead on, because these guys are pros. So strange land, you got a friend that's been here before. There went a bunch of deer. I don't think I got them on the camera though, but yeah, because I got out of here pretty quick. I didn't have the camera going. Anyway, I'm working my way through the pine, making my way north to the creek bottom, and we'll see what we get. You can kind of tell from the timber change, I'm getting lower ground. I call them little transition areas, because you got high ground right there where the pine is. You'll have these little depressions as it gets lower and lower, but we'll be in that bottom pretty quick. That's one of those little spots on the creek, little small creek, that's tough because I can't tell how deep it is out there, and it could be a hole and I fall off in it 4 or 5 feet, which I've done a lot of times on a four-wheeler, just guessing wrong. But I see those cypress knees sticking up just a little bit out there, and I don't think they're any real big cypress knees, because none of the rest of them out here are real big. So I'm gonna guess it's a couple feet and take my chances. We'll know in just a second. Hey, I guessed right. Made it. So man, I did not expect to find that out here. I am in the middle of BFE, cannot get there from here, in the Castor Creek bottom, in an undisclosed location in North Louisiana, in a camp built up right on because that's the main creek channel right there, built up in this bottom down here. Did not expect to see that. I'm glad I have my pistol. I don't think anybody's been out here in a while, but I turned the corner and there that was, and I did not expect that. That's actually the main creek channel. That's the center of that creek's actually the north boundary line of this tract, and it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, the water's back in its banks, but you can tell it's been out. It's just poured back, got back in its banks. That water moved through here pretty quick, so good deal. That's good news. Hey, one thing about when I'm looking at a tract like this to list, I don't have it listed yet officially, but I know who the sellers are, and I know they're interested in truly putting it on the market. They're not wasting my time. Come out on a tract like this to look at it, and then get back with them to talk about pricing and plan and all that. I go ahead and get all the pictures while I'm out here. I've already got maps done. I get the driving, directions down while I'm in and out of the place, so that I've got everything I need, so that we just do the paperwork and have it listed, and I don't have to make another trip just to after I get it listed to do all the pictures and video and stuff. So I get it all out, get it all done in one trip, and saves a little time that way. Really no real big surprises. The access is going to be tough, but it's manageable. I've been on a truck and four-wheeler all the way to this point, and we got timber, pine timber on the south end that's saw log size, and then a creek bottom down here, so it'll be a good little recreational track. You just got to see how we're going to price it, and that'll determine kind of how it sells. Tracks like this are not for the faint of heart, because you got to do a little work to get in them. You got to do a little work to set them up, to hunt, because they're just not right off the highway, so they're a little tough. But a lot of people like them, and somebody will buy it if it's priced right. So anyway, thanks for watching our videos. Bye.